Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is the 14th tutorial in this course, and in this tutorial we are going to talk about the select query. Now the select query is one of the most important commands in SQL, and as you can see on the slide, it is used to get data from tables in a database, and in this tutorial we are going to see how we can use the select query to pull out the information that we need from a table. Right, so the syntax of select query is pretty simple. It has just two keywords in it, and first one is the select keyword, and after the select keyword you have to specify the names of the fields or columns that you want to see in the results side, and then you have the from keyword, and after that you type in the name of the table from which you want to pull out your data. So next we are going to see how we can use the select query to pull out information from the employee table in the MySQL workbench. So I've got my MySQL workbench here, and in the test database I've got two tables at the moment. The first one is the employee table, and the second one is the emp_info table. And before I use the select query to get data from the employee table, let me just describe it and show you guys what all columns it contains. Right, so this table we're familiar with this table. We've seen it quite a lot of times, and we know that it has the ID field, the name field, the date of birth field, and the email field, right? And it also should be having some data in it, and we're going to pull that data out using the select query. So I'll type in SELECT, that's select, and then the names of the columns that I want to see. So let me pull out data from the name field and the email field. On the next line I'll type in the from keyword and then the name of the table, which is employee. Put a semicolon at the end to terminate the statement, and when I press Control Enter, I see that at the moment I've got two rows in the table. The first one has the value Madhur in the name field, and madhur.bhatia at hotmail.com in the email field, and then it's got ABC in the name field in the second row and abc at gmail.com as the value for the email field in the second row. Now suppose you want to pull out information from all the fields in the table. What do you do in that case? You type in select, right, and then you put in the asterisk character. So the asterisk character stands for all columns in the table, and then on the next line you type in the from keyword, as was the case with the last query that we executed, and then the name of the table, which in this case would be employee, and put a semicolon. And when I press Control Enter, I see that I get the records, and this time I get data for all fields, right? So I see the values in the ID field as well as the values in the DOB field, right? So these fields were not present in the previous case, wherein I mentioned the names of columns that I wanted to see in the results set, and in the last query that we executed, we replace the names of columns by the asterisk character, which stands for all columns, right? So the select query is, as I said, it's one of the most important commands in SQL, and we'll be using it a lot. So it's a very easy query to pick, and I'm sure you guys are already comfortable with it. So I'll see you in the next tutorial, wherein we'll discuss something interesting and important again for sure. So please subscribe to my channel in case you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.